guys, to see how I created this look using Simply hair extensions, keep watching. So I'm here today with the gorgeous Vanessa Bauer from Dancing on Ice, and we're going to be creating a gorgeous style, Tammy Hembrow, Ariana Grande kind of inspiration, and I'm going to be using a Simply Hair UK 26-inch weft, and I've actually pre-made a ponytail here. I've also recently made a 26-inch ponytail for Danny Dyer for the lovely Marcos. It's really amazingly thick from root to tip, you know, double drawn hair. So I've literally just used some lace and sewn row by row the hair wefts onto the lace to obviously create the ponytail, and then added some combs just to attach to the hair. And then with this section here, this is going to be the wrap. So I've literally just razored off probably about half of the hair just to wrap around at the end. So I'm going to start with creating the little Dutch braid at the front. So I've used the nose as a centre point and taken a rectangle section. So once I've braided this to just above the crown, that will then be added into the ponytail. And all I'm using is a little bit of kind of spray on wax just to get those little baby hairs in. So it's a very light wax, so you don't want anything too heavy. So always make sure your hands are close to the scalp. So this just creates the tension as you braid and stops it from becoming loose. Obviously with like mini braids, I always take smaller sections. This is going to be a really neat braid. So I'm going to be braiding it back just to above the crown, and then this is going to be joined into the ponytail. So yeah, this is a really neat braid. If you obviously see the inspo picture, you know, it's kind of, there's nothing textured about it. This is just a really cool, neat braid. So you get that Ariana Grande vibe. And I did mention before, but YouTube is a really good, obviously, place to look for braid tutorials if any of you struggle. I certainly spent hours before watching people braid, and it's really helped me. Okay, so now I'm coming to the end of the braid. Rather than banding it at the top, I'm going to braid a little bit further down, just so nothing kind of comes loose as I'm creating the ponytail. Everything's going to be covered anyway. And then just use a little black elastic just to join that together. And that is the braid done. So that's the first step complete. So now I'm going to be creating the ponytail. So all of Vanessa's hair is going to go up into a pony. So now I've kind of got that, you know, sleekness through the back and the sides. I'm just going to pop the hairband in. So the good thing is the most important thing about attaching a ponytail, always make sure that the head is back. So if you just pop your head back, lovely. So when you attach the hairband, you're not going to get that kind of baggy, like bottom, that baggy bottom bit. So I'm just going to be using a normal black band just to wrap around the pony. Always make sure, again, your hands are always close to the scalp, because this just, you know, gives it the tension that you need. Okay, so that's the first band in, and then I'm going to use a bungee for extra support, which looks like this. So you just hook it in one end and then wrap it round and hook it back in again. So I'm just going to hook it underneath. Just because there's a lot of hair going in, it just gives it that extra security to attach to. And then that just hooks in underneath. And what I usually do with a pintail comb is just literally go through the sides just with a tiny bit of light wax, just bring those little hairs in. And even just sometimes spray your hand just to get those last little hairs in. You don't want to cake the hair in too much product. So what I'm going to do with Vanessa's own ponytail is I'm going to twist it and band it at the end. What it does, it literally just gives that lift, so you get that real lovely kind of Ariana Grande kind of 60s little pop at the top. So it will just create that volume for the ponytail to, just so it's not too flat. So yeah, if you just kind of wrap your own hair into a bun, it will just give you that lift at the top. So now we're going to finish off the look by attaching this 26-inch amazing ponytail. So it attaches at the top. So I've just sewn 3 kind of ponytail clips, like claws together, and that will just sit into the hair. What I've done is I've literally, cut half of the hair off because there'll be just too much to wrap. And I've curled it, so it just makes it a little bit easier just to wrap around rather than like a straight end pinging out. So yeah, always curl that section because it just makes it easier to kind of wrap. So now I'm going to attach the pony. So what I've done is I've just done like a few extra bobby pins around the base just to kind of bring it in and just for extra security, just so you know that it's not going to move. So all I'm doing is literally just kind of wrapping the hair, just getting it perfect. So just make sure you pinch the ponytail in. If you do have a lot of hair there, sometimes I like to, just add a couple of grips in just for extra security. Then once I've got the shape right, I'll just give it a little spray into place. Obviously as you come round, just moving the ponytail out the way, just to grip in the last pins. Okay, so the finishing touches, I'm just going to go around the hairline with some pomade just to get those little baby hairs. And then underneath, and then just literally comb that in. So the pomade is just like a light wax again, which just gets those little hairs into the back. Sometimes the hairspray doesn't really work because it will just ping out because it's too wet and sticky, but the pomade will just bring those little bits of hair in. The last touch, I'm just going to literally go around the hairline with the colour well. If you can see, just these little tiny bits here. So you're just kind of filling in those gaps. So I'm going to be using some really cool clips from my kitsch. They're so cool. It's Justine Marjan's range, and they just make a hairstyle look super, super edgy. So we've got Damn and Glam going in today. Thanks so much for watching how we created this look.